So I was asked, about situations, especially for those of you who are like sensitive people or emotional, like me, for example, um, that you feel stuff and you have very strong views or opinions or information that you want to share with the world because you know that the information you will share can be beneficial to many people. So you do want to share this knowledge and information with people, but it could be views or information or knowledge that can be triggering for many people. So for example, it can be for those of you who have views or opinions that are out of the mainstream, for example, about vaccines, about health, about money, about Bitcoin, about whatever, education, um, corruption, politics. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, almost every topic today is divisive, and there is such high polarization that we get dragged into this side or that side, left, right, whatever sides all the time. So this is for those of you who are in these kind of situations. On the one hand, you do want to speak out. You do want to share with the world or with your community your wisdom, your knowledge, and your insights, your understanding, the stuff that you've been learning, because you know it's going to help them and you know that it will protect them or the children or whomever. So you have a good intention and you want to share that. I get it. However, you may feel called to share this in groups or communities or settings that people are not ready to hear it, right? There could be places where people are, they're too deep into their lives or they're too normie or they're too NPCs or whatever, that they don't even understand what you mean, or they don't see things the way you do. They don't have your view. And so hearing you or listening to you can be very triggering for them. And because of that, they will project back a lot of anger and fear and maybe even hatred or, a lot of, name calling, ridiculing or whatever at you. And you may not deserve it because you're coming with a good intention. You just want to warn or help, but they're not ready for it. So here's what I do. Here's my philosophy and the way I see it. I decided that since these are two opposing powers, on the one hand you have the power of your soul that just wants to speak out and help and protect. And on the other hand you have the powers that want to attack that don't want your voice to be out there and to hear what you have to say. And they cannot coexist. So when you understand that your power can only go that far in those type of places, and that your energy will be diminished or attacked when you do it in the wrong settings, you may want to consider taking your energy and your calling to speak out to channels that you create and you're in charge of, and that you cannot be silenced or attacked in. They may be small, they may be smaller, they may on the surface feel like they have less impact than those right, quote unquote, right channels, right? The right groups where people are at, or the right social networks or all that stuff. That's not the right place. The place that you create, the channels that you create and that you speak out in can be the best channels, because then you will speak freely in those places. You are creating your own safe home for your message to live in, and you are speaking there. You are not censoring or silencing or stopping yourself. And people will know that you have your own channels because you can say that you have those channels. You don't have to talk about the triggering stuff. You just say, whoever wants to hear more from me can go to ABC channels and I'm there. And then it's voluntary. And so whenever it's the right time for them, they will come. Or they will not, and it's fine. It's their choice. But they know that they can come if they want to hear you. Plus, believe me, a lot of those people, they are so curious that they are peeking. They are coming. They are looking, even when you don't know. right? They may come to those channels and listen to your content and to what you say because they know that it's intriguing, it's interesting, and they want to learn from you, or they just want to understand what you're talking about. What's this bullshit you're talking about? So they will listen to you, but it has to be voluntary. And if they want to ask a question, they will approach you. And then you will decide if you want to engage in that kind of conversation or not. Whether this is a conversation that is out of, good faith and curiosity, and you're going to give them that time of day, and that's a really good way of channeling your energy towards that. Or this is going to, milk you from your powers and your energy towards some kind of manipulative request from that person. So you'll have to discern and then decide and then give them the time of day or not. But you have a safe place and a safe home to speak out and to voice your opinions, and it will be in your channels and not in those places that are hostile or that will aim to silence you or attack you. So, build your own safe citadel in terms of free speech and voice. Also learn about Nostr, which is an amazing free speech platform. Actually, it's not a platform, it's a protocol. If you want information about Nostr, you can DM me. I will send you happily information about Nostr. No one can censor you there. It's quite unbelievable. But that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is make sure you know how to channel those energies to a place that is safe, that you create. It's that's the future of decentralized media. That's what it's all about. You create your own channels and people will come because your energy and your voice and your message will resonate with them. And when they leave, they leave. When they come, they come. And it's okay. That's how life is. All right. Hope this is helpful.